Hello and welcome back to the channel. If you don't know me, my name's Dan and this is my car channel, which you can check out all the car videos down on my channel and give them a watch. Some of them are actually quite good, some of them are just me being a complete and total tit of my life. And I thought I'd just come on here today just to give you a bit of a real talk with what's been going on with me and my sort of future basically there as well. So about 4 months ago, you may have seen on my channel, go check it out. I did a return of Motor Hero sort of video, and basically in that one I talked about how like I've taken a break from YouTube and making content, yada yada yada, where I'd put like loads of plans in place to basically, bring more content to you guys and try and sort of get myself out there on the platform and try and build something and build a community. And as you can see, that was 4 months ago. And I thought in that sort of time, that I'd have so many videos out there and, have loads of content for you guys to watch and that as well. However, that's not been the case. So why haven't I uploaded? Basically, over the sort of past 4 months, mentally, I reached a sort of point where I didn't want to do anything. It got to a point where I was spending sort of like most days in there or doing nothing with my partner or something as well. And it just got to a point where like I just didn't want to do anything else. Now, my passion has always been making sort of content, especially with cars. Social media and cars have always been my sort of like two fortes. They've always been the things I've actually absolutely enjoyed doing nothing other than. However, over the sort of past few months, everything just spiraled. And this is not a plea for help. I'm just basically just trying to give you an insight of my life and things as well. And this is something I've always done before. Like, if you don't know me personally or that well, I've been trying to do YouTube videos since I was about 11. I used to have some other channels. I think one of them's been deleted. One of them is still out there, but all the videos are privateered and stuff like that as well, so you won't be able to see them. But I've been trying to do YouTube videos since I was about 11, where like I'd start with just like a phone camera, and over those sort of years, I've been trying to do and trying to get myself out there, and I always had the problem of like being judged or doing something in public where I'm physically feeling like I'm being judged. And obviously, people with a camera in the middle of a street filming yourself, some people do judge you, and I've always had that problem where I hate it. Basically, I absolutely hate it, and I don't know why. Because technically, nobody really knows me out there. It's a very big world. So, but I've always done this thing where I've like made a couple of videos where I've been like, yeah, I'm back, woo, and then a video, and then I've just disappeared for months because, again, everything just gets to me, and just suddenly sort of the whole pressure sort of builds up. And I've always had this sort of thing. It's always been a problem for me. But basically, I'm at that point now where it's like a now or never situation where I feel like now is a very perfect time to try and overcome that fear. Like over the past sort of year or so, I've been trying to overcome a lot of fears, especially being, having the motivation from a partner and things. It's all these types of fears have been conquered. Like I never used to really like social events. Absolutely love them now. Um, I've never been really liked sort of making a decision there and then. Perfectly doing it now. Apart from making this sort of video, this is sort of the fourth time I've tried this now. But I've I'm just at a point in life now where I think this is it. It's now or never. And with this being my passion, I think this is perfect time. So basically, I am trying to sort of mentally get back on top. I'm going through and getting the help I need as well. I'm actually I'm fine. I'm just needing that extra sort of boost and extra help to try and get me to where I need to, especially things like, you know, staying confident and actually doing certain things in public, or even not physically feeling like I'm being judged, basically. So this is my time, um, and it's time to change, basically. So as you if you've watched that previous video, in there I created a sort of future schedule. I said there's certain videos come out certain weeks, yada yada yada. That has now been scrapped completely, and I would like to just upload videos as and when I can. I've still got the list of video ideas I had for that schedule, video ideas pouring out of my ears, so that's not going to change. However, I feel like if I put a schedule in place, it means that if that certain day comes down and I've got something else scheduled, it means that's not going to sort of bring it back down, because outside of this sort of social media, my life can be pretty busy with especially like work and spending time with family, friends, partner, and yada yada yada. So I feel like if I've got a schedule in place until something else was to come up to free that schedule, then it's just gonna sort of have an effect. So that's one thing I've sort of taken away, which I think is really going to help, especially like I said, I can have a busy life when I've got other things planned there as well. What also may be a shock to certain people is that some of you will already know me. I've always been really secretive about my social media because, again, I hate being judged, especially with certain people's opinions on me, outside of in my personal life, and how I used to be judged back in like my school days and college days and all that. It's going to come to a big shock, the fact that I've actually shared this everywhere rather than just do a upload to YouTube and maybe a cheeky Instagram sort of story. This is actually going to go on every platform. I'm going to share this to absolutely every platform I physically have. By the time you're watching it, I think it will be night time, because again, I've got to then sort of edit this, and then I've got other plans to go on. So that once this is up, this is again going to be shared on absolutely every platform, whether that's Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram. It's going to go on everything, and it's going to come to a big shock for me, I think, especially with how long it's taken me to do this. I think it's going to take me just maybe a tiny bit extra time to actually share this out, as well. But basically, I invite you to watch me change my life. It's gonna be the biggest thing for me, and I think it's gonna really help me. And you probably see my face a lot more on your screens, and I really do appreciate if you are watching. And if you've got it this far, then fair play, because I wouldn't have. So I invite you to change my life, and I would like to invite you on my journey, and let's change the world. Thank you ever so much for watching. I'm going to leave all my social media links in the description box, so feel free to follow me on Instagram or TikTok. I've actually got 2 TikTok pages, so feel free to follow both, or the one or none, who knows. But yeah, this is it. It's changed my life.